Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the top 3 things on why your relaxed hair just does not look good, okay? I read you guys' comments. I respond to, I'm going to say 99.9% of y'all percent of y'all's comments, and most of the comments that I see from y'all is basically from saying you don't like the way your hair look. What can you do to change the look of your hair? How can you get your hair to look like this and look like that? And I'm gonna share with y'all, in my opinion, the top 3 reasons why your relaxed hair just does not look right, okay? So the first reason why your relaxed hair does not look right and it doesn't look good for you is because you do not have a routine, okay? Having a routine is very, very, very important. Now, with anything, and I have learned this, this is one of the biggest lessons that I have learned in 2022 is with anything, especially something that you're trying to improve on, something that you're trying to master, something that you are trying to just have a good result from, you have to be consistent and you have to be disciplined, okay? And that's the same thing with our hair. If you don't have a routine, you're not doing the same thing every week. You know, one week you do this, one week you do that, one week you just don't even do it at all. How do you expect to get any sort of results? How do you expect your hair to even thank you if you're not even being consistent with it and showing it the love and attention that it needs? So your routine can be as complex or as simple as whatever you want it to make, as long as it's something that works for you and as long as it's something that you can do, okay? I know a lot of us girlies here on YouTube, we have these what may seem like extensive routines, or you know, we have a lot of steps in our routine. Some of us don't, you know, but you don't have to do what we do, okay? If you don't like Silk Elements like me, you know, you use I can't think, you use ORS, or you use another brand that y'all have told me that y'all like, you use that, fine, okay? Fine, whatever you use, just as long as it works for you, that's all that matters. And if you are like, okay, Raven, I get that I need to have a routine, but I don't even know what's supposed to be in a routine. Like, what's supposed to be in a routine? What I'm supposed to be doing? I don't even know where to start, okay? I'm glad you said that, because I'm gonna tell you what your routine needs to consist of, okay? So your routine needs to consist of your hair being cleansed on a regular basis. What type of cleanser you use is going to depend on you, but I'm gonna tell you what I like to use. I use a clarifying shampoo. I don't use a moisturizing shampoo. I don't use a protein shampoo. I use a clarifying shampoo once a week. And what the clarifying shampoo does for my hair is that it just gets rid of all the oils and dirt and stuff on my scalp and just helps me out. You know, it helps my scalp to be able to breathe, helps my scalp to be able to grow and, you know, distribute the oxygen and everything that it needs to distribute in order for my hair to grow. So that's why I like to use a clarifying shampoo. You also want to be introducing some moisture into your hair. You can do this by doing a hot oil treatment. You can do this with the conditioner you're using, or you can even do a deep condition. I do pretty much a combination of all 3. I do a hot oil treatment most weeks, and I also use conditioner, but I do it with heat and make it a deep condition session, and I do it for at least 20 minutes. Now, sometimes my conditioner will vary and sometimes I do change it up, but most weeks I am using a moisturizing conditioner. But, you know, now that you kind of know the elements of what you need, just start implementing it. You know, I would say once a week. If you don't have time to do it once a week, then every other week. And also, I would make sure you have some sort of protein in there. You know, you can use protein once a month or you can use protein every other week, but protein is important to relaxed hair because your hair is already chemically processed and altered. So you need to be adding that protein back so that you can make sure that your hair is healthy and strong. And that's pretty much the basis of a good routine. How often you do it or what you are using in the routine is going to depend on you, and you can do some trial and error and research to figure that out. The second reason why your relaxed hair does not look good is because you are not doing your relaxers right. Now, this is a tough one, okay? Because I have been guilty of this a lot of times. Almost every time I do a relaxer, it don't go wrong, but I underprocess my hair. That's just, I don't do it on purpose, but it just happens because I just need to get better at doing the relaxer, or I probably just need to let somebody else do it. But anyway, that's another story for another day. I just wanted to let y'all know that I'm not perfect either, but you're not doing your relaxers right. Either you could be like me and you are under processing your hair. You are over processing your hair because you're getting your relaxers too frequently, or you just putting that thing all over your head like you ain't got parts that's already been processed. Or what did I write down? Oh yeah, you're not getting them at the right time. If you wait too long or you don't wait long enough, that can cause issues as well. Relaxer application and making sure your relaxer is done right can definitely be a huge factor in the way your hair looks, especially if you over process your hair. I have not had much issues with my hair being under processed. You can have issues. Your hair can be drier and it can be weaker at certain points and break as well if your hair is under processed. But if it's over processed, you're gonna notice that your hair looks thin, it looks stringy, it just looks lifeless, like it doesn't cooperate. And you're also gonna notice that your hair is probably gonna break and fall out right before your eyes. Seriously, I've said this before because I have personally experienced it. Your hair will be here today and gone tomorrow. Your hair will be thick one day and literally thin the next, like for real. So what I would say, if this is something that you struggle with, you don't have to know everything. You don't have to be perfect at everything. You don't have to keep trying at something just because you see all the other relaxed hair girls doing it, or just because you just feel like you just want to do it yourself. Like I said, it's something that I'm battling with and struggling with as well, but you can just go to a professional, or you can get, your sister, your friend, your mom, somebody to help you so that you don't continue to experience this anymore. Because, overprocessing will really be the death in the end for you, and I don't want that, especially if you have worked so hard to get your hair to a healthy state. I know it's devastating to have to see the little thin and scraggly pieces, and what I did with that, I just cut those off when I experienced that issue. But I know not everyone is as carefree as I am when it comes to cutting off hair. So if you don't want to do that, then just learn how to properly apply the relaxer. Practice. If it's something that you want to get better at, practice. Every time you do your relaxer, just make a vow to do something different and to do something better each time. Or if you don't feel like doing all that, like I said, just get somebody else to do it. But definitely work on that application, because that's probably the most important thing, and that's what's going to impact your hair, the health of your hair, the most, I would say. The third reason why your relaxed hair does not look good is because, my friend, somebody needed to tell you, and I'm here to tell you. I'm gonna tell you today, and I'm gonna try to make it as gentle as I can on you. you're not good at styling. You don't know how to style your hair. You don't know how to do your hair. You don't know what you're doing. Your hair just be looking a mess because you don't know. And maybe you do know, okay? Maybe you do, but maybe you are using the wrong tools, okay? Maybe you're using a flat iron that you got from Family Dollar that does not get that hot and that doesn't work that well. Maybe you're using an old tool like I was using an old tool. I can admit that my tool still worked, but I kid y'all not. Once I invested and brought me a nicer, more up-to-date flat iron, I noticed a difference in the way my styles were coming out. So, if you're using a cheap tool, if you're using an old tool, definitely consider upgrading, because I promise you'll notice the difference in the feel of your hair, in the way your hair looks. And I can only imagine, if your hair looks and feels completely different just from switching up a tool, how much the health of your hair is going to impact it as well, just from you just taking that small little investment to invest in your tools. But yeah, you're not using the right tools, or you're not using the right products. You may know what you're doing. You may have the technique down, but you may be using something that's just a little bit too heavy for your hair, or, something that's not giving your hair the shine that it needs, something that's weighing your hair down. Your hair don't move, it be stuck. It could be a variety of reasons. It could be a variety of things that kind of goes in with this styling aspect. And when I say styling, I know that everybody doesn't flat iron their hair. Everybody doesn't wear their hair down, and that's fine. This is just what I like to do. This is my low manipulation style, and this is what works for me, because I do not like wearing my hair in ponytails. But if you have another style that you like, that you do on your relaxed hair, as long as it looks good, then by all means, I'm for it, sis. But if you one of those people in the comments that keep saying you don't like the way your hair looks, it doesn't look right, I would say maybe, try a different style. If you don't want to flat iron your hair, try a different style, and maybe also invest in your tools, and maybe check your products as well. Your hair should not be feeling greasy. It should not be feeling weighed down. It should not be feeling dry either. But if your hair is greasy or weighed down, it's just not gonna be cute, So definitely look into that, and y'all let me know, what are some things that y'all have done in the past, or what are some things that you have seen other people do that contribute to their relaxed hair just not looking right? Because I feel like this list was kind of short and I probably left off some things, but I'm interested to know your thoughts as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.